So when we're discussing the development of mobile government services, obviously first we need to understand what exactly are the different applications that are available to mobile devices so that we can deliver these mobile services. And we're going to go over 4 different kinds that are available today. We'll begin with the simplest of them. That's going to be SMS, the short message service, or texting. This is very simple, and one of the significant advantages to it is that regardless of the mobile device, as long as it is connected to a cellular network, you can use this. Smartphone, feature phone, doesn't matter. If it's on a wireless cellular network, it can support SMS services. However, that is also one of the disadvantages of it. You do have some mobile devices out there, such as Wi-Fi tablets, that they are mobile devices, but you're not going to be able to use SMS over them since they do not connect into a cellular network. The good news for this, though, is that the number of tablets and devices that are not connecting to wireless networks, they're reducing as the cost of data through those cellular services is becoming more and more affordable. Beyond SMS, we also have what is called a HTML5 application. This is also a mobile website. A website that's developed just for mobile devices, designed in such a manner that, unlike visiting a website on a laptop or a desktop, you would have an emulation, a simulation of an application that was designed specifically for that mobile device, whereas it's actually just a website. So some of the advantages of this are that it's uniform across all devices. It doesn't matter if it's an iPhone, a BlackBerry, Android, Windows phone. If it has a browser, then it's going to show up the same in just about every single browser. However, a disadvantage is you need a browser. That means most smartphones are going to be the only thing that will support this type of application. Most feature phones, if they do not provide any kind of an internet browser, you're not going to be able to provide services on there. One of the other disadvantages is that every single piece of business logic that is processed through an HTML5 application, it's just about all done on the web server. So that means the more users you have connecting to your web service to access these services, well, that means more load is being processed by your server. That's where we come to the next kind of a mobile application. That's called a native application. This is an application that, just like something you would download to your desktop or your laptop and install, this is an application that you download and install onto your mobile device. Now, some of the advantages of this is that we offload a lot of that business logic processing from our back-end servers and onto the actual device itself. So we reduce the burden on the servers that we maintain in the data center. However, a disadvantage is you have to write a different application for each platform. The iOS application that you produce for an iPhone, sorry, it's not going to install onto an Android, or vice versa. So native applications are specific to the platform that they are going to be installed on. And every single different platform has a different look and feel to it. So it can be difficult to try to emulate the exact same experience across all platforms. In fact, it might even be advantageous to you to not do that. The final kind of application we'll talk about is something called a hybrid application. This is actually a combination of the native application and the HTML5 application. These two come together to create a hybrid app experience. Think of it as a native application wrapper that goes around your website. Some of the advantages to this are that we can actually have the exact same appearance across all devices, just as we do with an HTML5 application, but because it is being rendered and processed inside a native container installed on the device, we gain the benefit of having all that processing done on the device itself and not on the back-end systems. However, some of the disadvantages are usually any updates to a web server, what you would see inside that actual content, actually needs to coincide with any updates you might make to the native container. So now you're not developing for one end, you're developing for two. And you need to manage the collaboration between them so that one update does not cause another end to malfunction.